Hi everyone, my name's David Peters and I am from Peters Tax Preparation and Consulting. This video is on the home office deduction. Now, there's a few things that we need to keep in mind when it comes to the home office deduction. The first one is that we just had a big tax change that basically makes it so that most employees are not going to be able to take a home office deduction. There's no home office deduction that you can take on Schedule A. However, if you are self-employed, which probably means that you're taking the deduction on either Schedule C or Schedule E, well then you may be able to take a deduction. So what are the things that we need to look at to figure out whether or not we can take a home office deduction? The first one is that we have to have a room in the house that is exclusively used for business purposes. So we can't have in our home office, we can't have people coming in and maybe they're spending the night or maybe our kids are sleeping in there or something like that. We can't have those things. The room has to be used exclusively for business purposes. Now, if we have that, then we need to figure out, well, how much of a deduction are we able to take? There's two methods to figure out our deduction. The first method is called the actual expense method. Now, we're not very creative with the names in tax land, so the actual expense method means exactly that. We figure out the actual expenses for the room in order to figure out our deduction. So what we'll generally do is we'll figure out the square footage of the house. Let's say that it's maybe 2,500 square feet. And then we'll take the square footage of the room. Let's say for this example, let's say that it's 500 square feet. Well, if that's the case, then we're going to be able to take 20% of our expenses for the house as a home office deduction, as long as they're deductible for normal business purposes. The second method is the standard rate method. The standard rate method is we just look at the square footage of the room and then we take $5 per square foot up to 300 square feet. So in other words, in my example, my room was 500 square feet. I would be able to deduct $5 per square foot up to 300 square feet. In my example, I would get a total deduction of $1,500. Now, we can flip-flop back and forth. So in other words, I could take a standard rate method deduction in one year, then the next year I could use actual expenses, then the year after that I could use the standard rate method. That's fine. But generally speaking, we're going to want to take whichever one is higher from one year to the next. If we keep these things in mind, we're going to be in great shape for tax season. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you did, feel free to hit the like button, and if you want to be notified every time we come out with a new video, be sure to hit that bell icon. For more information, visit us at davidpeterstax.com. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.